key. We're ready for the future, staying ahead and staying free. When the world goes dark, we won't be shedding a tear. We prep with our minds, never ruled by fear. It's not the list of preps, it's the knowledge we flex. Gaining understanding and solving what's next. No sitting by a fire, eating squirrels on sticks. We'll be navigating chaos using Sigma Preppers tricks.
In the chaos of survival, your mind is your shield. When it all goes wrong, it's the wisdom revealed. The tech, the knowledge, the smart preparation. When the crisis comes, we're gonna own the situation. We understand the risks that tomorrow could bring. We adapt and survive, it's a wolf pack thing.
SHTF, we break it down smart. From the big picture view to the detail in the parts. Drew Law's got you, his knowledge on tap. Real-time strategy, he cuts through the crap. From the high IQs to the tech we choose. We're ahead of the game, we never gonna lose. We stay prepared, never needing to fight. Join Sigma Prepper and we'll make it through the night.
It's seeing the signs, reading tomorrow through intelligent minds. Survival's more than just having a plan. It's about how you act when it all hits the fan. Join our Discord where knowledge is prime. The wolf pack's there for you every time. In the chaos of survival, your mind is your shield. When it all goes wrong, it's the wisdom revealed. The tech, the knowledge, the smart preparation. When the crisis comes, we're gonna own the situation. We understand the risks that tomorrow could bring. We adapt and survive, it's a wolf pack thing.
Reject the herd, prepare the pack. We're on a mission, there's no turning back. From crisis to strength, we'll survive the storm. It's knowing you've been able since the day you were born. Survival's an art, we sharpen the blade. We adapt, we survive, we're not afraid. Get yourself comfy for the Sigma Prepper show. The time is counting down and we're nearly good to go. Prepare your mind, cause intelligence is the key. Owning our instincts, we don't freeze, fight or flee. Knowledge is power, it's the ultimate force. No following the herd, we just create a new course. From a single lone woman to a family of 5. Learn from Sigma Prepper and see how you can thrive.
In the chaos of survival, your mind is your shield. When it all goes wrong, it's the wisdom revealed. The tech, the knowledge, the smart preparation. When the crisis comes, we're gonna own the situation. We understand the risks that tomorrow could bring. We adapt and survive, it's a wolf pack thing.
Reject the herd, prepare the pack. Click the like button, it's as easy as that. Check the description for the links you need. Follow my socials, subscribe to my feed. Support me on Patreon to gain the edge. Discounts and freebies, just make a pledge. The countdown's done, it's time to go. Sigma Preppers Live, let's start this show.
Welcome Wolfpack, welcome. Here we are, Sunday night, Campfire Catch-up. You know how we do, 10 PM UK time, 5 PM Eastern time. We host Drew here on the Sigma Prepper channel, in case you've stumbled here accidentally, which is highly unlikely. Even my own monitor account didn't even get a notification for this channel. If I had £1 for everyone who said they didn't get a notification, I'd be a millionaire. In fact, if I got £1 for every time I had somebody say that they'd been unsubscribed from this channel without being asked to be, we would already be well ahead with our galactic domination plans. But, as it turns out, it's not to be. It's not to be. There's about 4 or 5 flies buzzing around in here, and it's just absolutely excruciatingly annoying. Just as the Dalai Lama said, if you think you're too small to make a difference, try spending the night in the room with a mosquito. Or in my case, try spending an hour in the studio with 3 flies. Cheers everyone, love, peace and progress to the pack. Have a good weekend, I hope you've had a good time. Happy Bank Holiday Monday if you're in the UK. I don't know if anyone else has got any... I'm going to get that fly. I don't know if anybody else has got a Bank Holiday Monday tomorrow. Let's have a look, see who we got in the house. Meaty Boy, definitely in the house, because that's about 4 or 5 occasions I've seen the name Meaty Boy popping up. Cypher the Cypher as well. Sandy, first in the house. Day Survival. Glorious Sunday, everyone. Has it been glorious? It's been a little bit spitty and rainy here in the UK. It's not been perfect by any means. Trade, good to see you. Random Warrior, on the board twice, Random Warrior. Thank you so very much. Sandy's up here as well. And Mr. Jeff. Thank you for your support. I do really appreciate each and every one of you. There's Kazza, my darling. Good to see you. Although she's not saying hello to me, she's saying hello to Random Warrior. But it's alright. Yeah. I know she loves me, really. There's my Julie. My Julie. Good to see you, my darling. I hope you're having a good weekend and everything is fabulous with yourself. Who else have we got? Is that it? I think it is. So, what are we even going to talk about? There's so much going on, I don't even know where to start. Hold on. And the other thing as well is like major disruptor. As I booted everything up, I realised, Nelly, I realised that my camera software driver seems to have updated itself inadvertently. And I have to use a special driver, right? Because of the way I have things set up and various cameras and things. Anyway, that was the first 10 minutes unexpectedly spent reconfiguring the camera. So if I look a bit different, if I look better, if I look more handsomer, it's just because the drivers have updated. Cheers, everyone. What I'm trying to say is I'm really sorry for not having a shave and looking a mess. Oh dear. Hashtag no filters at all, as you expect from me. What is a lot to talk about food at the moment? What's going on with food? Don't know what's going on with food. I'm just looking, just before we were going live in the countdown, I was just checking out the United States dollar DXY index. I don't know what to tell you. Usually I like to talk about what we've talked about during the week, and I like to talk about what I think we're going to end up having to talk about during the week coming. And yeah, I mean, next week's going to be more of this, really. There's nothing really, there's no real good news coming out. There's no, like, on the trade war front, it's bad news. On the big beautiful tax bill, it's bad news. Yeah. On the anarcho tyranny that we're experiencing here in the UK, it's bad news. Yeah. It's just all round bad news. I don't know what to tell you, right? I usually like to have a little bit of good news. We'll find something good news to talk about, I'm sure. But I'm just saying, from an economic standpoint, particularly, we're all in a whole heap of trouble. You in a whole heap of trouble now, boy. You in a whole heap of trouble now, boy. And I tell you what, doing nothing about it isn't gonna get you out of it. And I really am losing more and more faith in the Western economic system. And so is everybody else around the world, which is why I am even more than I would be normally, because of just how much all the other countries around the world are losing faith. And unfortunately for us, when the other 190 countries around the world lose faith in our system, it doesn't matter whether you love it or not. It doesn't matter whether I love it or not. It's tough. We've been outdone. We haven't been outplayed, but we've been outdone. And yeah, our time of abundance is basically here in the West is come to an end, if you hadn't realised that yet. The money that this channel generates is direct evidence of that. It goes down all of the time, yeah? And it goes down further because, of course, it gets changed into pounds from dollars, which, you know. So it's basically just, you know, there's no reason why it's going to get better. I'm just looking now at the currencies to see what's going on. And sure enough, because I was just talking about the pound to the dollar. So it's now $1.35.5 for a pound. It used to be $1.20. $1.15. So yeah, I need an awful lot more dollars now than I did before to make the same amount of money. This is the problem. And everybody in America is in the same situation. Or anyone who's earning American dollars is in the same situation. And the way you can tell, as I've mentioned before, is the fact that all of these are green. And that's not green for the American dollar. That's green for everything else. Euro, pound, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Right? They're the only ones that count. Western nations, right? So you'll see that compared to the other Western nations, American dollar is losing value at such a massive rate. It's not even funny. Look at it year to date. Like, it's lost 10% value, 8%, 4%, 7% in a year. Yeah, against entire countries' currencies. And it's not getting any better anytime soon. In fact, the stuff that, you know, Donald Trump is doing out there is doubling down on the damage. It's doubling down on the destruction of the relationships. It's doubling down on the partnerships that are being lost and the deals that are being not done but lost. This is the thing. There's more deals being lost through all this than there's ever been any deals done. I don't actually know if any deals have been done yet. Which is why Trump's had to send letters out to all of the countries with a new deal, which apparently is better than the old deal. But now it's such a good deal that he can't even tell anyone what the deal is, and he can't even make it public, meaning that now no countries trust that even more, because how do they know that some other country isn't getting a different deal to what they're getting? Which is against World Trade Organization rulings and stuff already. But this is just a complete and utter nightmare. There's nothing about what they're doing in the UK. There's nothing about what they're doing in America that is designed to help us become great again, right? There comes a point in time where things just, if they appear to be too stupid, then it's probably because they're not stupid. It's something else going on. Cheers, everyone. Yeah. This is like the controlled demolition. I got it. It's still alive. Just about. I just got it. Like that. I just grabbed in the air like that and I got him. I just got to go and pop him out the door. Hold on. Fly away. Right. One down, two to go. I think there's two more in here somewhere. I'm usually right. If I've got chopsticks, I'll get him straight away. Mr. Miyagi style. Nah, just a grab is usually all right. Or my usual clap technique, don't forget. If it's hovering around your cup, just bring your hands in and up at the last minute. And as it instinctively flies up, yeah. These are important skills to learn for your preparedness, right? Because you got to know how to... I mean, you know, this is why it's important to make sure you keep your skills sharp, right? For trapping stuff like this dude here. Check it out, look. So if you ever need to, if you ever need to catch some food, right? We were talking about that the other day. About don't be eating parrots, don't be eating pigeons and squirrels and that if you can avoid it, because they carry all sorts of stuff. But if you need to catch some stuff, check it out, man. This is pretty cool. So put some seed in there. The bait. Wait for an unsuspecting chicken or pigeon to come along. It's a pigeon, look. Don't remember, forget what I just told you about your pigeons. It's like, yeah, let's have a look. What's going on here? Grain, let's have some of that. Whoa. Sorry about your luck. Yeah, lunch. Lunch. It's pretty effective though, isn't it? Should we see it again? Should we see it in action? Check it. I hope you're all taking notes. Screenshot. Screenshot the design. And then you've got it so that when it hits the fan, you know how to catch yourself some pigeons in a box in a hole in the ground. Oh, dear. Gary OK in the house. 20 kilories a nat. Is it? The Great Reset, says Ashley Styles. Absolutely. I'll be doing a video about that in the next 48 hours. Evening, Libra Stella. I don't know if I should do a curtsy or a bow. That was kind of both. That was like a curtsy bow. Yeah? A royal or a royal wave, which is something like that. You get all three, girlfriend, boyfriend, In between, friend. We don't care, friend. Anonymous. Build back better, innit? Big beautiful scam here in America. Have you even looked through that big beautiful tax bill? It is not very beautiful, and it is like I say, none of this is designed to be good for Americans, Europeans, or anyone at this point. Chinese. Yeah. Pigeons and wood pigeons are very different. Most feral pigeons aren't fit for human consumption nowadays. Yeah, typically because of the sort of trash that they eat and things. Carolyn Rose. Hello, my darling. It's Monday already for Carolyn. Is it? Yes, it is. We saw a dolphin at the beach watching the sunset. How cool is that? Wonderful sight. Do you know the only time I've seen a dolphin... Oh, no, sorry, that wasn't Australia at all. I've swum with sharks in Australia. In an aquarium just outside Sydney Harbour Bridge. You have to get a little ferry there. And that was when I was in the Amazing Race TV show. So I didn't pay to do that. You can't even pay to do that. Sony Pictures paid for me to do that. Dive with nurse sharks and stuff. But the dolphins were in Singapore, actually. When we lived in Thailand, we used to visit Singapore quite a lot. And is it the Southern Island? Someone will let me know what it's called. It's got the big lion statue there in Singapore. It's a really beautiful country, Singapore. I love it. One of our favourite cities. Sorry, Nelly got the other one. Nelly. And anyway, there they had the pink dolphins, and they all come up on the beach, and you can go and say hello. Yeah. To the dolphins. That's the closest I've ever been to dolphins. Yeah. Oh, I remember Ashley Styles now. Yes. Hello, CJ. How about hard tyrannical air laws? Yeah. It's very scary. It's not scary, but it is worrying when you see the things that are being pushed through. I don't even know where to begin on all that, because it's very difficult with like Trump being so many people's last hope. Like QAnon used to be people's last hope until finally people realised what I've been saying for years, that it was nothing more than a psyop to pacify a rising population, to buy them time. And sure enough, that's exactly what QAnon ended up being. And it's a shame, because it's very difficult. It's like that whole thing is, you know, it's easier to fool someone than to convince them they've been fooled. And I think this is where it took a lot of people a lot of time to realise that Nigel Farage is in the same position. And there's this expectation that is just not realistic because of the pulling and pushing forces at that level of government, not to mention people's own personal things. I mean, there's been some pretty horrific stuff going on with these deals as it is, right? Even the whole stuff with Trump's golf course project for $30 billion or whatever it is, with the latest country that he's done a deal with, and then there's the $15 billion resort hotel that Trump will be building for Qatar. And then he suddenly gets a plane given to him 6 months later and stuff. It's just, it seems like, I think there's something like 10 or 15 contracts that Trump has created along the way out of these tariffs that require him to be building projects under his brand. Not to mention the Trump crypto coin, which is well dodgy, because the same day he was doing these deals, there was suddenly loads and loads of money going into the Trump coin. Let me see if I can find it for you. Here we go. Official Trump look. This one here. Let's pop it open. So this is the official Trump coin, right? Now, I could do with showing you proper trading charts, because it's... Oh no, you can see volume here. So if we put this on 1 hour candles, and we scroll back a bit, right, you'll see these pumps, and these pumps basically coincide with doing deals, right? And don't forget that Trump's just done this dinner as well. He's just had this dinner for the biggest holders of his crypto coin. Yeah. What will it allow us to do for free? 2-hour candles. Let's go there. So you see, well, this is where it started off. Value up here. And this is where it's ended up. But these spikes here, right, you'll find they coincide. Can you see them? They coincide with visiting certain countries. And don't forget, cryptos are completely transparent. You can look at the wallet address and you can trace back what other trades they've done, and they were all, let's just say, Qatar centric trades. Right? And anyway, so there's loads of like such shit going on which doesn't benefit any of the American people, on the contrary. And then look at it, like more deals being done, right? And then oh, look at Sandy in the house. Happy twos, my darling. Is it the twos? It is. Thank you, my darling. Really appreciate you supporting the channel and keeping me alive. Thank you, my darling. I don't like having to talk about it, because I know how sensitive people are about it, and they don't want to believe that this is the problem. When someone or something is their last hope, and to be honest, this administration, this period of time leading up to the grand old 2030, we know what happens then. Right, I think we all know that really this was the last chance. This was the last fighting chance in the last 4 years of administration of the United States. Right, and the United States is the only country that's going to save us all. Right. Now, when I say us, 187 other countries would disagree with that. But for the Western countries, America is our best hope for pulling us out of this tyrannical path and totalitarianist path that we're on. And so there's a lot more people riding their hope on Trump than just Americans. Let me put it that way. And so I think this is why so many people are so disappointed in so many different ways, because when you see the way this campaign has gone, when you see the way this administration's been doing their thing, since everything has been wow. And if you don't think it's been OMG level of wow, like, then you just don't know the things that have been going on well enough. Because any logically, intellectually honest minded person who truly understood some of the things that have been going on, both on the surface and behind the scenes over the last like 3 months, there would be no question, right? And again, I have to call it the same as I'd call it if it was anyone else pulling this shit. And believe me, when it's a friend of yours, when it's someone you were counting on, when it's someone that you're hoping, you're pinning your hopes on, right? Believe me, you even more need to call that out, not protect it. No, it's the other way round. When your own side starts stepping out of line, it's up to everyone to pull it back in and say, what are you doing, man? Not like defend it because it's like, oh, this is what we voted for, so do you know what I mean? We just got to basically own it now. We've made our bed and I guess we just need to lie in it. Fuck that. People are making mistakes and people are doing things you disagree with. Call it out. Call it out. Who cares what you voted before? Who cares who you liked before and now you don't? Who cares who you didn't like before and now you do? Right? You got to be more intellectually honest than that. You got to be logical, rational, and just ask yourself the question, do these moves appear to be moves that are in the best interest, either short-term, medium-term, or long-term, of anyone right now? And the answer is no. Like I say, if you think it's yes, then you clearly just don't understand global economics, or I don't even know. You just haven't understood all the little nuanced things that have been going on that are absolute lunacy. And I wouldn't be doing my job if I wasn't calling it out on both sides, right? That's the whole point of being completely impartial. And when you're impartial, you don't care who's right, you care what's right. Yeah? And that's how you get to the truth. And when you get to the truth, right, and you get to the facts, that's how you can start preparing for crises that are actually crises that are going to happen, not bullshit based on bad data in. Is always going to result in bad data out. No matter how genius the mind, doesn't matter. If you've got bad data coming in, you're going to get bad data spurted back out the other end, right? And bad output. So, you know, you got to be honest with yourselves, and I've got to be honest with me. So therefore, I have to be honest with you and say, these numbers are bad. These numbers I could have told Trump were going to happen if you did what you've done. Any economist could tell him, if you're going to do this, this is what it's going to result in. The currency's going to collapse. The bond curve's going to go through the roof. Yeah? The Baltic Dry Index is going to go right down because no one wants to ship anything anywhere. Sure enough, I've shown you every single metric has done exactly what you would predict it to do if you were doing what is being done. So if that wasn't part of the plan, to drag the US economy down into the doldrums for I don't even know how long, and to destroy partnerships with allies that has taken I don't know how long to form, and yet can be destroyed in a month. This is not good. And it's not going away. It's not going away. It's getting worse. Yeah, look, now he's threatening tariffs on companies. It's unprecedented. No president has ever put a tariff on a company before. And here we are, 2025, and now we're putting tariffs on Apple and Samsung if they don't make phones in America. This isn't mafia shit where you just threaten people to come and manufacture your stuff in my country or else. What is that about? That's not endearing, that's not enticing, it's not luring, and it's certainly not attractive. This is exactly why people don't want to manufacture in America anymore, because this is the shit they're dealing with. Yeah? 100% tariffs out of nowhere on all the stuff you need to actually build your factory, so that ain't gonna work. Yeah? It is absolute lunacy, and it's like, we've already had this conversation about who actually pays the tariffs, right? And it's you and me. No one else. And the mum and pop store owner who can't afford the 100 grand's worth of tariff bill they gotta pay. Not to mention, this is the thing, you see, there's so many things that are just, and I did say that I was going to try and do videos more frequently just to even be able to unpack the level of craziness that's going on, right? I mean, this is just another case in point, right? Let me just unmute the desktop.
Doesn't work out. But it made him happy for a little.
I mean, I gotta say it because, again, we have to be intellectually honest with ourselves and say, if I was gonna call this stuff out, if I was gonna call this out about Biden, if I was gonna call it out about Obama, if I was gonna call it out about, you know, all the presidents back in the day, like I've done for 15 years doing this, right? Plus. Yeah, 2006 or whatever onwards. I don't know how long that is ago now. I lose track of time. Nearly 20 years, right? And I've held every president, every world leader, every CEO of every company to the same standard, because they can all do an equal amount of damage. And so check this out. Military graduates sit in silence as Trump rants about trophy wives during commencement speech. This is what we've got to. And I was such a big Trump fan, like, you know, funny dude, right? I loved The Apprentice and shit. I loved him in his first term. I thought the way he handled the media was just like genius to a certain level. It was a very haphazard, messy genius, but with the media, but, you know, a very tangled genius, right? If you want to call it that. But This time round, this is completely different. This is like giving me Biden vibes, man. Check it out.
A trophy wife. It didn't work out too well, but that doesn't work out too well. I must tell you, a lot of trophy wives doesn't work out, but it made him happy for a little while at least. But he found a new wife. He sold his little boat and he got a big yacht. He had one of the biggest yachts anywhere in the world. He moved for a time to Monte Carlo and he led the good life. And time went by and he got bored. And 15 years later, the company that he sold to called him and they said, the housing business is not for us. You have to understand, when Bill Levitt was hot, when he had momentum, he'd go to the job sites every night. He'd pick up every loose nail. He'd pick up every scrap of wood. If there was a bolt or a screw laying on the ground, he'd pick it up and he'd use it the next day in putting together a house.
I don't even know what to say. This is becoming a trend, and I'm really concerned because, again, equally, I was concerned when Biden was coming out with some weird shit, right? As you all were. Check this out. This was like on Donald Trump's official, what do you call it? Yeah. So the European Union, now it's the European Unions. We've done Apple, we've done Samsung, we've done Mattel, because girls don't need baby dolls anymore, apparently. So they have too many already, apparently, according to Trump. So 100% tariffs on Mattel toys because Mattel won't manufacture in America because it's too expensive and the skill set isn't there. So now it's European Union. So the European Union, which was formed for the primary purpose of taking advantage of the United States on trade, has been very difficult to deal with. I thought there had been deals being done. So basically, he sent this letter out, these letters out saying, right, this is your deal. Right, that's your deal. Right, that's your deal. Right, that's your deal. Right, he's done all that. They've received their letters. They've opened them up and gone, what the fuck is this? This is like... translation has been very difficult to deal with. It's like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, that's basically. They're powerful trade barriers, VAT taxes, value-added taxes, ridiculous corporate penalties, non-monetary trade barriers, monetary manipulations, unfair and unjustified lawsuits against American companies, and more, have led to a trade deficit with the US of more than $250 million a year, a number which is totally unacceptable. Our discussions with them are going nowhere. Therefore, dun dun dun, here we go. I am recommending a straight 50% tariffs on all of Europe. Everyone's getting a tariff. It's like what's her name? Yeah? Oprah Winfrey. China's getting a tariff. Mattel's getting a tariff. Samsung's getting tariffs. Ford's getting tariffs if they don't manufacture it. European Union's getting tariffs. Everyone's getting tariffs. Yay! This is like, what? Starting on June of now, bear in mind this is the American people who are paying this tariff yet again, not European Union. It doesn't do anything to European Union financially in terms of taxes. It's only the American people that charge this Trump tariff tax of 50%. Starting on June the 1st. This is basically, again, this is trying to protect Tesla. This is all about trying to make like the Volkswagens, the Lamborghinis, the Audis. Yeah. What do they call them? They call those cars, is it vans? Volkswagen, Audi, something else. But anyway, the German cars and, you know, Citroen. So all the car makers in Europe, this is basically what this tariff is about, because it's about trying to save Tesla, who's in a lot of trouble. They're still yet to make a profit, and the stock is so overvalued it's not even funny. They got a recall of 30,000 vehicles, and they're getting the vehicles that are on the road right now being spray painted and vandalized. And I come from a background I come from a background of branding and marketing, and believe me, when you have a brand like Tesla that gets sort of tainted like that politically, the way it's been done, I don't think you come back from that. Not when you've got Chinese EV manufacturers like BYD doing what they're doing right now at such a pace. I just don't see how. I don't see how you're getting away with it. I don't see how you're going to be. It's really sad to see. Like I say, America's been our last hope, right? And here we are. It's like threatening Europe now. It just seems like it's one thing after another. And he's wondering why no one wants to do a deal. It's because these tariffs don't hurt anyone but the American people. So why? No one can really understand what he's doing. At least no one else around the world can understand. And the Americans that think they do understand and they think it's a good thing just don't understand what's going on. And I just, nothing make... That's the last one. That's the last one. Did I squidge his guts on my little finger? Only a little bit. Sorry. Can't even pick him up now. I got the last fly, look. Little fucker. Right, let me just dump him outside quickly. This one's properly dead. He got a bit squished when I grabbed it in the air. Right. I think that's all 3 flies I've got so far. How well did I do? It took me exactly 37 minutes to kill 3 flies with a bare hands. Oh, amazing. I do apologise for the interruption, but they have been winding me up for ages. So, yeah, again, Trump directly, Tim Cook, Apple expect their iPhones will be sold in the United States of America, will be manufactured and built in the United States, not India or any place else, because Apple said they were going to go to India instead. So now he's going to swap on the 25% tariffs. I mean, this is just, It's really, it's just really quite annoying. Hello, Emma. Good to see you, my darling. I was just telling my kids Drew wouldn't hurt a fly. I don't intend to hurt them. I do try and grab it in the air like that. And you can see I've got a bit of... Can you see that's fly? That was why I was looking at my little finger, because when I grabbed it, this is the little bit of blood and gut from it. I've wiped away all traces of evidence. No one would ever know that I'd taken a fly's life. Oh dear. And I did it live. It's so embarrassing. He's totally fine. He's totally fine. That's why I put him outside. He's flown away. It was just a flesh wound. It was just a flesh wound. Oh man, what a waste of protein, Drew. Oh, dough off. We're not eating pigeons, we're definitely not eating flies, and that's why we ain't eating squirrels on sticks around a campfire. You know we're better than that. So, I mean, yeah, cryptos, what should we say about that for next week? I think it's going to be probably going up rather than down. I think we could be entering the bizarre banana zone. I think there is maybe a bull market coming. We are riding at 63% of Bitcoin dominance. It'd need to drop below 60, get to about 59 before you could call it an alt season. But because a lot of people are fleeing to cryptocurrencies, because to a lot of people it seems safer than US dollars. Check it out. Now this is what we need. Yeah, I've already built the top section as you've seen before. Yeah, with my pan and tool system that I developed. But these look pretty cool. Let me know if you'd like one of these on the front lawn. Yeah, I think I'd have a little step on the back so you can just jump on the back like a shopping trolley, like you do. I don't know about if you do, but I do when you get a shopping trolley. I used to love going shopping with our son when he was young, right? And there'd be me and Xavier just bombing around the supermarket. Yeah, and he'd just be chuckling away like a little baby. Just leave Mrs. Sigma Prepper to get on with it. She knows what she's doing. We just get in the way, apparently. So yeah, me and our son would just fly off. We'd spend about 10 minutes at the magazine rack. He'd wanna play with all the toys on the front of the magazines, yeah. We'd do all sorts of stuff. And just go bombing around doing drifting. All the sound effects. He loved it. Loved it. So anyway, I'm just saying, like a little step on the back would be good. Right? Come on. We're too lazy to be walking to battle. We need to ride into battle. Oh, man. What else we got going on here? Oh, yeah. See, this is what I'm saying. None of it's going the way it's supposed to. This is another example of everything backfiring. So Boeing shuts down US production. Trump's furious reaction says everything, right? So again, all these companies are just saying we can't afford to operate in America now if you're going to put all these tariffs on, right? So they're all leaving. There's no factories starting in America. I don't know what Trump's talking about, where there's apparently all these factories beginning, and it's been fact-checked, and no one can find a single factory that's planning to be built here in America. Who's having sadness? Is Kaza having sadness? I didn't see. Oh, Caroline. Oh, my darling, Ruby. Oh, okay. Sorry to hear that, honey. I thought it was someone saying about Kaza. I saw Caroline. Carolyn Rose. Yeah, that's bad news. Sorry to hear that, my darling. Health vibes going out to Carolyn Rose and her loved one. Check it out. Now this dude is what you call talented with a screwdriver. This is an egg. So he basically tosses the egg, right? And then he tosses a screwdriver after and just nails it, no pun intended. I mean, look at that. That'd take your eye out, yeah? That'd definitely take your eye out. What do you think? Bosh, have it. He's got a pretty cool physique as well. He's obviously knows his ting. Screwdriver, please. Now, this is why in the UK it's illegal to buy a screwdriver if you're under 18. But to be honest, I think you're gonna have to be much older than 18 to have skills like this. It's probably taking this dude like 20 years just to develop these skills. So why screwdrivers are illegal in England if you're less than 18, I don't know. But when I see this, I'm starting to suspect I know why. I think the government's watched that movie and gone, oh, fuck, we need to ban screwdrivers now as well. Oh, dear. This is like what we're dealing with in the UK. Anytime there's some sort of like outlier that figures something out, or outlier that's like the weapon of choice, screwdriver, isn't it? Oh, man. Now some people would call this a good news story, but to be honest, you know, they could do it a break, bless them. But this is Kim Jong-un, North Korea, and I don't know if you've heard, but this is like the first launch of their first military navy ship, but it sank. Yes, it sank. It never went anywhere, ever sailed anywhere, didn't even sail a mile. Not even a nautical mile. Yeah. Believe me, people got in trouble for this one. So this is the ship that sank. Because when they went to slide it off, the front end stuck up there, look, and the back end went in, and that was the end of that. That was all she wrote. See you later. And it just got worse after that. They shut the cameras down. No one could see, and then, you know, Yeah. And they've covered it up so that even satellites can't see it now. They've covered it up with blue, like, polythene. Part of that was AI generated to show you what's happened. But they launched a new military ship. And it sank. Whole heap of trouble now, boy. You in a whole heap of trouble now. Telling you. There is one more left in here. I thought there was 4. Was that 4? Was that 4 fries or only 3? Well, that's 7 bullets or only 6? Gosh, you can put an eye out, says Emma, innit? What else I got for you? What's this? Oh yeah, another thing as well, which is a good, not a good, but a bad, but a good indicator. A good, bad indicator as well is, I can only show you it quickly, but I will. You ready? Get ready. Doesn't want to show you. Oh no! You're not supposed to know that though. You're not supposed to know that. Basically, when they start buying back their own debt with their own money, you know they're in trouble. But anyway, you're not supposed to know any of that. Shh. Yeah, big time, Carolyn. Revenge of the Fly. Oh man. I'm seeing if I can see the fly anywhere. I'm not seeing him flying back, so I think we're all right. We'll see. We'll see how long he lasts. I don't think I've downloaded the other ones, have I? No. Okay, we'll leave them till next time. What even is that one? Oh yeah, that's the screwdriver geezer. We've done the screwdriver geezer. I'll tell you what though, check this one out. This is so you can see how crazy it's getting in the interwebs. Look! This is by choice, yeah? Ear pointing by Rusty Cyborg body art. Like it's a good thing. Get your pixie ears. Roll up, get your pixie ears. $1.99. Get your pixie ears. $1.99. Just $2 for your pixie ears. Roll up. Fucking look at it. Look. Hold on. That's nasty. Hold on, we got to do our due diligence. Is that the same ear? It is the same ear, isn't it? That's proper fucking legit, man. Nasty. Come on, let me know your thoughts live in the chat. To be honest, I think I'd be fixing the facial hair before I started fucking with my ears. Come on. What's going on? What's going on? Is this some Gen... I don't even know what it is. Gen Alpha thing that like Gen Xers, Gen Zers and Gen Millennials don't get. I knew someone whose fake pixie ears look ridiculous. Do you know what, Carolyn Rose? Let's be realistic. Most ears look ridiculous without doing anything to them as it is. Ears are the most ridiculous looking thing on the human body. So why would you want to make them even more ridiculous? You make the most ridiculous thing on your body more ridiculous. Funny that, isn't it? That's some new levels of ridiculousness. That's what I call that. Made a pig's ear of that. Dooga-doom. Maximum points in the chat to Emma tonight. She's been properly on form. She needs a shave more than surgery. This is what I'm chatting about. I know you're all probably thinking I'm really weird for the things that I choose to pull out to show you and talk about, but you know. No. No. It's not going to matter how many times I look. The videos I think I downloaded are just not going to magic themselves into the folder now, are they? No, they're not. Ears or feet? That's a good one. It's a close second. But I don't know, people have fetishes for feet. Do they have fetishes for ears? Ferengi do. If you're a Trekkie fan, you'll know Ferengis have super, like, thing for ears. Right? In case you didn't know. So anyway, if there's anyone out there that's watching this that has never been to the Discord server before, I strongly recommend joining. It's the place to be. Thank you to Sandy for the super chat tonight. I really appreciate you, my darling. Thank you to our previous super chatterers, and you know, what can I tell you? Not certain about that. They're not the weirdest part of my body. What, the ear thing or the feet? I mean, do you know, some men have a bit of a thing for the pixie look. I've heard. So I've heard. I've not met them personally ever, but the pixie thing is a thing, yeah? Isn't that popular? Isn't it the Japanese pixie thing? Is it Japanese? Japanese pixie thing? Girls, have you seen them? Why is that looking? I can visualize it in my head, but I suspect Sandy's going to know what I'm looking for. It's like a pixie kind of style. And we're not talking about the pixie haircut. We're talking about lich. They put all that white makeup on and they make themselves look super cosplay anime. Is it? So if I do cosplay, but it's particularly the Japanese style pixie looking thing is kind of freaky. It's like a bit of a train crash that you can't stop looking at. And you don't know if you like it or really don't like it, but it's weird and freaky. And it's really annoying because like Google Images just isn't giving me anything that I think is even remotely what I'm looking for. The least remotely looking for, but I don't know, what can I tell you? You know, this kind of a thing, but more convincing. There's not many here. I'm sure there's a name for it. It's kind of this sort of looking thing, but they have their pixie ear things going on. I don't know if that's what it's from, but that's, for me, that's what's synonymous with pixies, is I think like Japanese cosplay pixie looking to stuff going on. The Pixies were an okay band, sorry, yeah. There's got to be an American surgery parlor. Geisha. Well, geishas, they don't really do the pixie thing, but I know what you're talking about. Geishas are the ones who, they're Japanese, have all their hair tied up and shuffle along with the sushi. Shuffling with the sushi. Every day I'm shuffling. Mum used to nibble on my ears, isn't it? Oof. Is it elf I'm looking for? Maybe that's why I'm going wrong. I'm looking for pixie, but really what I'm seeing is elves. Right, come on in. Last search and then we're out of it. Japanese. What are we calling it? Cosplay. Elf. Okay, yeah, maybe this is what we're talking about. This is more convincing. Yeah, here we go. This is kind of what I'm talking about. Yeah. This kind of thing's what I'm chatting about. Yeah. I guess it's supposed to be elf then, is it? Not pixie. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about now. That's what I was visualizing. And why did we even get into pixies and elves anyway? Oh yes, the ears. Someone's going through a lot of pain to experience elf ears. basically. All American Prepper in the house. Great to see you, my man. Missed you. Missed your name coming up, I will say. But it's lovely to see you back, man, just to know that you're still in existence. But you know what? It's bad timing, Mr. All American Prepper, because I've been wasting everyone's time for at least 56 minutes now, and I wasn't planning to be a long one tonight, but we do always need to catch up for our Wolfpack join up on the Campfire Catch-up. Now, next week is an important one. Why? Because it's the first of the month. Don't forget, first of the month, every month, we have our Sigma Pepper Ultimate Live Show, which is where we have the Sigma Pepper Quiz, we have the SHTF Intel Report, we have the memes, we have the quotes, we have it all rocking and all going on. Major show that we do. And we have the after party in the Discord that are for everyone, not just the VIP Patreon members. So get yourself over on the Discord server. I would say links in description, but I'm experimenting not putting many links in my descriptions. I'm just running a test at the moment to see what's holding this channel back more than anything. Bit like there's Legend of Zelda, says Emma. You see, you got me thinking of something else now. What's it called? I won't remember it in time. Weird body parts. I once knew a lad that could peer around corners. I'll have to decipher that. So next week we're going to be having that. We're going to be having the Ultimate Sigma Prepper Live Show. Also got an important video that's going to be released probably tomorrow evening, I hope. I've done all of the slides. I just need to shoot the video in my usual one-take wonder style. So that's the plan for tomorrow. All the slides are done. I think there's about 49 slides. I'm hoping to bang it out in a 20-minute video, but we'll see how it actually pans out. But it's going to be an important one. And it's something that I've been planning to redo and update for a long time because of what's going on in the world. So please do make sure you follow this channel. Make sure you keep subscribed. Cynthia Guarnotta, my absolute darling. Hello, my dear friends. The check is in the mail. Love and God bless. Ciao, bella. Ciao, mia amica. Voglio fare matto appassionato l'amore con te. Let me know if you understood that. Voglio fare matto appassionato l'amore con te. Oh dear. Anyway, in the meantime, thank you so very much, Cynthia. I really appreciate your friendship, my darling. And your artistry. Look at Emma in the house, showing off with her super chat, showing off how much she wants to support the channel and how much she wants me to not, like, never come back again. Thank you so very much, Emma. I really appreciate you. It is foldable. That's in dollars, Emma. That's foldable sheets. Yeah. So in dollars, do you know what? Before long, Emma. Before long, that's not just going to be foldable sheets in American sheets. In American sheets, in not that long, it's going to be like rollable sheets. That'll get you about $100 soon. Thank you so much, Emma. I really appreciate you. And so, how many languages do you speak? It depends what you consider speak. I can say hello, goodbye in about 16 languages or something like that. But in terms of things that are meaningful, because you could say I speak German, you know, willst du mit mir schlafen? Guten Tag, wie geht's? Willst du mit mir schlafen is where you go to bed with me, right? Just to give you a clue. So it doesn't mean that you speak the language. Obviously, I spent like nearly 10 years in Thailand, so I speak pretty good Thai and stuff. I had an Italian girlfriend, and I lived in Italy for about 6 months or so I speak Italian. I did French at school, but I wasn't any good at it because I don't really like French. I did Spanish as well, but, you know. ¿Dónde puedes? ¿Cuántos años tienes? ¿Cómo te llamas? Me llamo Drew. Bit of Spanish there. Anyway, it's not what we're doing here. Where did that all start? Oh, Cynthia, wasn't it? Good to see you, Darren Jenny, live in the chat. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. I know it was just our usual catch-up, campfire catch-up, just chilling out. Some of the stuff I expect going on next week. It's going to be economic stuff next week, all through, and more. I'm really worried about what's going on. You've got the Iran thing to watch out for with Israel, escalating stuff. You've got the China starting to come out talking about some of the things that Israel are doing and making threats and stuff there as well. You've got alliances being formed. You've still got the Pakistan and India thing going on due to all the water rights of where the water runs through where before it goes into Pakistan. If you don't know what's going on there, that's about water resources. You're going to see more wars like that kicking off. So there's a lot going on, and who knows what Monday will bring. It's Bank Holiday Monday tomorrow in the UK. So for my UK friends, I hope you have a fabulous Bank Holiday Monday and you spend it wisely. In the meantime, happy Memorial Day, USA. Is it happy Memorial Day? How ignorant of me. Ian Palmer joining us. Great to see you, man. Thank you so much, everyone. I've really appreciated you all coming to join me. It's been a bit of a weird old day today, so I do apologise. But I've been Drew. You've been wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me. Watch out for the video I'll be putting out the next day or two. Could do with some help to share on your social media. In the meantime, love, peace, and progress. Shut up.
Reject the herd, prepare the pack. Click the like button, it's as easy as that. Check the description for the links you need. Follow my socials, subscribe to my feed. From a single lone woman to a family of 5. Learn from Sigma Prepper and see how you can thrive. We understand the risks that tomorrow could bring. We adapt and survive, it's a wolf pack thing. Reject the herd, prepare the pack. Click the like button, it's as easy as that. Check the description for the links you need. Follow my socials, subscribe to my feed.